Shit, girl. I'm telling you, this just almost ended my life. Like, this just almost ended my life. So what's up, everybody? It's probably here coming to you with another video. So, no, I probably look a mess right now. Your girl done got a little bit juicy, baby. I don't know what's been going on, but I have been like, for about 2 weeks, I was like addicted to apple crisp. It was a whole thing. But we're getting it together. I'm sorry, because that shit was so good. I don't know why, but I've been struggling like keeping up with my my workout routine, but I think that's about to change with this full moon in Cancer. I genuinely think that's about to change. There's a lot of things changing for you guys around this time, around this full moon. So that's really good, okay? Ten of Swords, this is showing me betrayal, hardships. That's what I want to tell y'all. So I don't know who this is for, and I get it. I might be annoying to people because I talk about this all the time, but I'm never gonna hold back on my testimony about what God did for me. I don't know why I just felt called to talk about this, but I want y'all to really take pride in your achievements. This could be becoming a CEO of an office, getting your first car, getting your first apartment, moving in at your first apartment, getting your first, like maybe you're the only person in your family that went to school. Maybe you're the only person in your family that got a job. Maybe you just got your GED. It doesn't matter. The thing about this is, I feel like some of you guys are allowing what people say to truly validate you. And what's the word? Come on, Lord. Hold on, because I ain't had no coffee yet, really. It's almost like y'all will be so proud about what y'all have accomplished. You'll be feeling it. You're feeling yourself. And then it's like, if somebody doesn't give you the validation that you need, or if they downplay what it is that you came across because they don't know your full story, they don't know why getting your GED is such a big thing, they don't know why you finally getting that thing out of collections that was on your credit is such a big thing, you know, they don't know why, so they speak down on you, or they speak down to you, or they make the wrong facial expression, and now you questioning yourself. So that is not just about them. Y'all gonna have to come to that realization for yourselves. That's something that I had to come across for myself. But that's your self-esteem, your confidence, that solar plexus, all of that. Look into your lower chakras. I'm telling y'all, I just want to speak life into y'all, and I just want y'all to be confident in everything that y'all have done, are doing. Be proud of everything that you have accomplished thus far. And for those that are not feeling motivated, please come out of that energy and understand that other people might not understand why this is such a big thing for you, why this means so much to you, but you know, okay? And don't let people speak down on you, because we're going to talk about that. So I just felt so called to come on here. That's so crazy. So message, okay. Why is that song coming through? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? We going where the money reside. So it's like, don't even pay attention to these people. Let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all might be down right now. Y'all either down right now or y'all up right now, okay? And if y'all up right now, y'all was down at a point in time. I mean, it's just the ebb and flow of life, right? But I felt so called to come on here. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, we get it. I'm speaking them facts, but we gotta, because I don't want to be interrupted, okay? So let me tell you. For example, now mind y'all, I have never been a bum. I've always worked. Like, even before I came into the military, I had multiple jobs. I got my own money. I've always been very ambitious. Shout out to Aries in the 6th house. Okay, I've always been very ambitious. Money, getting it, doesn't matter, right? But I don't know. It's just so crazy to me because, for example, there was a time where I just didn't have it. And what had happened? Okay, when I got back from my deployment, I was so ready to get back. I had this whole plan. I had just moved out of the dorms. For those that don't know, I'm in the military, so just stick with me. I had just moved out the dorms and went on this deployment. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get that extra money, and then when I come back, I could just up and go and move. No, ma'am. I ended up coming back from my deployment early. That was a very tragic incident or situation or time in my life just with the deployment itself. And then as soon as I touched back down in the USA, oh my gosh, my car, y'all. When I walked into my car coming off the plane and the bus after we had just hit, you know, Afghanistan and this and that and all these different countries, and I'm back in my country, I'm like, my car had mold in it everywhere. There was mold everywhere. Everything was moldy. Everything inside of it was moldy. Everything in the trunk was moldy. And I guess there had been like 2 or 3 hurricanes that had came through in that 1.5 month that I was gone. And my car was totaled. This was my Camry. This was my baby. And my car ended up being fucked up. But this is the thing. So, you know, some of y'all might be like, okay, well, that's not that bad. You know, yeah, your car was totaled. But if it was totaled, then, you know, and you didn't have nothing to do with that, then they obviously will give you another car. Okay, right. But it took like 3 or 4 months for me to get USAA. I ain't gonna go there. To really see why that wasn't my fault. For a long time, they was not gonna give me another car. They was not trying to, you know, take care of any expenses. I was riding in, what are those called? I had to go to Enterprise. I was riding in rental cars, paying out of pocket for about, I think I spent like, girl, probably like $2,000 to $4,000 on a rental. It was just a lot because, I was trying to get them to understand, really quick, I was trying to get them to understand, like, this isn't y'all policy. Like, y'all supposed to take care of this. But whoever I had at the time, they was really trying my patience. And, you know, I just kept buying my rental cars and doing what I needed to do. But I'm like, you know what, they gonna back pay my ass. And they did. But it was still like a lot. It was a lot because some of those expenses I still never got back. You know, and it's a lot, and I don't even want to go back there. That's so crazy. I forgot all about this shit. But basically, it ended up working out, but it took months. So in between those months, one, I didn't have a car, so it's not like I could just up and leave. I came back early from my deployment, so that means I did not have a place. And now I don't have a car, so now those expenses have to go there. Not just that, I was very depressed. And now I can look at it because I'm in more of a balanced state and say that the way I was dealing with my depression, well, there was multiple ways I was dealing with it, but one of them was shopping. Like, I'm not even really big on just going out and shopping. I mean, I have my moments because I just have like one of those, is it like a habitual personality, like where I like something, I keep doing it. But this was like random stuff. Like, it was like I would go to Walmart and just buy little trinkets, like stuff that didn't matter, and just splurge. And it was the craziest thing. And I'm normally not like that. So a lot of my money was just going in places to kind of like try to help me feel better. And I didn't really realize at the time. But anyway, basically what I'm trying to tell y'all is, so my situation was not the greatest. I can go into so many stories of how down I was. Not only that, for my essay, I was currently going through my trials and all that stuff. And then, the roommate situation, okay, that. And then also like the moral injury that I feel like happened on the deployment. It was so much stuff, the leadership, everything. Basically what I'm trying to tell y'all, it was a rough time. And when I came back, because I'm so used to being independent and having my own shit, I didn't have no car and I didn't have a place to stay. So I had to live with somebody. And you know what? I was thankful. I was thankful that someone was able to bring me into their home. I didn't give a fuck if I had, and this is the point I'm trying to make, I didn't give a fuck if I was just living in a room and I had my own little space. I was thankful for that space because I knew it was temporary. That's what I need y'all to understand. Y'all may not have something now, but be thankful for what it is that you have, okay? Because for me, for someone else, they might be like, oh, so you living in a room? I didn't give a fuck. And that's so funny that people think like that because I didn't think about any of that until someone brought that to my attention. They ain't say that to me, but we were just talking about how people look down on people. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. But y'all, I was so thankful for that room. I told her, I'm like, let me just get this closet right here and put stuff in there until I get back on my feet and I get this car situation together. And I was okay with that. Air mattress and all, I was okay with that. Futon and all, I was okay with that. Because I knew it was temporary. So the reason why I want to bring this up to y'all, I just went all around the mulberry bush, my little bird brain, is like, whatever it is that you have, whatever your situation is, Please don't let people make you feel bad about where you're at. It's already bad enough that you probably feel bad, or you got stresses or stressors going on. You know, try to be your own validation and your own support system, and just tell yourself that this is not going to be forever. You have to truly believe that. Because I knew that even though I was going through a lot, I was like, oh my fucking gosh, that was like the worst time of my life. And it's so funny because I'm trying to tap into the energy that I was in, and I'm in such a different place. That's another thing. Where I live right now, this is not to brag, but this is just to like share a testimony. So the place that I live at right now, it is a luxury apartment. It's a very nice apartment. We have a gazebo outside, swimming pool, there's a workout section. It's beautiful outside. It just has all the amenities. It's real bougie. It's real bougie. Gated community. Not saying that this is what you have to have, but I'm just trying to help y'all to understand. I was just living in someone's apartment in a room, and I only had a closet. And then that shit got toxic. Oh, that's a whole other story. I gotta tell that when I get out of the military, because I want to really go into that. But then, you know, by the grace of God, I came across some other people that I could live with so I can get out of that toxic ass environment. And it was a smaller room, no closet. I had my stuff in storage, and I slept on a little futon, but the energy was so great around them. I'm so glad that that happened, because I met such great people, and it was such a great experience. I like to go through the experiences and really like own it, because I know I'm not gonna be here forever. But it's crazy because I went from that to this, and then I didn't have a car. And it's like, as soon as I wanted to get out of that motherfucker's, oh Lord forgive me, as soon as I wanted to get out of that toxic environment that I was in prior, it's like God blessed me with a car. Then the apartment that I wanted, I was like, I can't remember, but I was like either 7 or 15, I can't remember, on the waiting list. And then all of a sudden, as soon as I got my car, as soon as I start putting in the work, because I was depressed and a little bit, I don't want to say it wasn't a lazy energy, it was just like a woe is me, like nothing's gonna change. But as soon as I got my ass up, got into motion, it's like my car came. Then the people called me sporadically, and they were like, oh my gosh, like this is a really weird coincidence, but you're actually next up on the list. We have an apartment for you. And she was even shocked, because like I said, I was either 7 or 15 on the list. It was the craziest thing. That happened. Then I was able to go get my surgery. Because all of this happened in like a short period of time. So we'll talk about that later, because I know I'm probably confusing people. But basically what I'm trying to tell you is there was a point where I didn't have it. And you know, we don't know how long this stuff is for, but now I'm in this nice apartment. I'm finally able to like furnish certain things. That's another thing, you guys. Don't let people tell you what you need to do. I had to tell the girl that I was living with before, because she was so adamant about impressing other people and feeling bad about what she didn't have. But I'm like, girl, you don't have the money to go get other things. I mean, it's just you living in here, and then there's me, but of course it's really just you living in here. All you need is XYZ, this, the stuff for your business, stack your money, and then you can get it later. Don't let nobody tell you what you need to do. That's another thing. For like my apartment, there was this guy that I was friends with that came in here. Mind you, like I said, this is a luxury apartment. This is a very nice apartment. And I told this story in another video, so some of y'all gonna hear it twice. But this is why you should just not pay attention to people. So I didn't have no furniture or nothing in here, but I was fine with that, because one, I was depressed as fuck. Not that I have to explain, but I was depressed as fuck. I was going through things. Motherfucker, I'm trying to figure out my life. All I need is this air mattress in there. That's all I need. And it was a nice air mattress. It was a little bougie one from Walmart. They got some really good air mattresses. This one was like, it was like $100, but it was really good, and I still have it. So I'm gonna use it for when my guests come over. But anyway, so I had that. I had everything I needed, my food, everything that I needed. I don't want nobody in this bitch, it's just me. And this person came in, and it's like they just had so much to say, like, oh, I could never. You could never. I'm like, huh? Mind you, this is someone that has seen me down before. This is someone that has seen me down and out. I'm thinking they would be happy that I got it. Like, look what I got it. And that's why it's important for you to be happy. It doesn't fuck everybody else. But anyway, this person was coming in making little sly remarks like, oh, I could never. Oh, I mean, a gated community. I mean, what's a gated community? All I gotta do is go through the gate. All I gotta do is go through the gate. What's a gated community? Just saying stupid shit. That's a hater, by the way. But it's so funny, because what this person was going through, and this is not to down, but I'm trying to make a point here. I know I'm taking a long time, but listen. This person has so much to say about what I have, what I work for, what I paid for, what is everything that is in here is on me. This person was still in a roommate situation. All they have is a room. Now, mind you, I came out of that situation, but when I was in that situation, I wasn't talking about other people that had their own place. If I don't have a car, I don't give a fuck if someone has a hoopty. I'm not gonna be making remarks because I don't have it. You know, I look up to you at this point. So it's like this person, you don't even have your own place. You live in a room. You're barely paying rent. Okay. When we go out, who's buying the drinks? Me. Who got the money to buy the drinks? Me. Not just that, your furniture. Did you buy that out of pocket or did you buy it? No, someone gave it to you. Okay. Oh, my mom was like, oh, you should have been like, oh my gosh, a hand-me-down? But she was like, no. No, and y'all, there's nothing wrong with that. Trust me, like always, if you can get anything that's been passed down, get it, okay? That's how I got my dresser set that I painted, like all this stuff in my room and stuff. That's where I got it off of Facebook Market. There's nothing wrong with that. I guess it's just the principle of this matter, that this person has so much to say, but they didn't even have it themselves. They didn't have no furniture, or like they didn't buy their furniture themselves. They didn't have their own place. They didn't have money, barely. And it's like they had so much to say about what I had going on. And at the time, it hurt my feelings, and I ain't snapped back at the time. But it's so crazy. Not that I'm laughing and gloating about this, but this person is going through a lot right now, and it's just so crazy. I just think about that verse. I always been bringing this up about like how God's gonna prepare a feast in front of your enemies. My cup runneth over. You know, the whole thing. I don't know. Like I just think about stuff full circle. And I know I'm jumping around, y'all. It's really 7:46, and I definitely got to go to work in a little bit. But I just think it's crazy. I just think it's crazy, especially where I'm at and what I have. And it don't matter what you got, what the achievement is. People always gonna have something to say. People always gonna have something to say, and a lot of times it's because they're not okay with themselves or their situation, or they're jealous. And there's a whole other story with that person. That person was definitely an enemy on a low. That person was definitely an enemy. I think I talked about them in my Aquarius full moon video reading. Yeah, that was an enemy. But basically, because I can't remember what I just said, I just want y'all to understand that y'all situation is not forever. And even if it's for a while, learn how to romanticize your life every day. Like, I'm starting to look back at certain things and be like, wow, I guess that could have been something that somebody looked down upon. But I didn't even look at it like that at the time because I romanticized it. Thank you for this room, this air mattress, thank you. Because that's the type of mentality I have, like, romanticize it. I was thankful to even just have a place, man, even though I was ready. The Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Let me get started. Okay. The thing about this is, you guys, I see where a lot of, or some people, whoever's resonating with this video, I see where some of you guys are going through a sense of loss, a sense of just feeling low, not feeling good, not feeling super masculine, not feeling super feminine. It's almost giving me like whatever you resonate with, you're just like lacking, or you feel like you're lacking. You feel like you should be farther. Let's see, where is my collective at right now? We have the Star card, the Page of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Chariot. This is what I'm saying, you guys. I feel like y'all are at the brink of a breakthrough. You are at the brink of a breakthrough. Please say it with me. I am at the brink of a breakthrough. I think brink means like we're about to get started. I don't know. But you about to walk into a whole new life. The thing about this is, I just genuinely feel like y'all are at the point where you're starting to brainstorm. Y'all have y'all guides around you at all times. This is what's giving me the energy of, or like, I keep thinking about the scenario where I was in this energy of like, woe is me. But everything that was happening, that was here to elevate me, because to get me so low and so deep in this depressive state, that was where I was able to really heal the most, because I was finally able to see certain things. I was finally able to be in that energy where it's like, I just cannot do this no more. What can I do? I was very thirsty to get myself into a better mindset. It was like a lot of shadow work that was happening. And because you guys have pushed yourself into this, and because you guys are so open to spirit, and you guys are so optimistic, or going into this space of being optimistic, going into this space and knowing that God is never going to leave you behind. Your ancestors, God, spirit, the universe, whatever you resonate with, you are never going to be left behind. There is a divine plan. Knowing that, and believing that and surrendering to that, it's like my guys was like, okay, she on board, let's help her. Which they was already helping me, but it's almost giving me, I feel like sometimes when people use God, they just get lazy. They're like, oh, well, God just gonna bless me. And you know, I say stuff like that too, but I don't mean it like, oh, I'm just gonna sit on my ass and God is gonna bless me. You know, sometimes God do be doing that. But no, I believe that we have to show God and put that initiative first, that initiative in first, and then God is gonna follow through. It's almost giving me like, oh my gosh, I just think of basketball where my friend would throw it up, then you come up and you hit it back, like it's like that assist. We go up with one thing and God comes through with the follow-up. It's just, that's how it goes. So because you guys are in this place of brainstorming, if you're not in this place, this is where you need to be. Start to brainstorm. Start to give that initiative. Start to look what you want. You want a new house? You want a boyfriend? You want a girlfriend? Like, what do you want? Start putting in the steps to show that that's what you're going for. For some of you guys, that might be working on yourself. For others, that might be cleaning your place. For others, that might be studying. Whatever that first base step is that will kind of show somebody that's looking on the outside that you are serious about what it is that you want to go after. As soon as you do that, and as soon as you start cultivating that with this Seven of Pentacles, I'm telling y'all, the door is going to open up. It's almost going to be sporadic. It's giving me the energy of what happened as soon as I start getting my credit was already together, but like taking those finances that I was just using for trinkets and stuff, having a revelation, being like, nah, put this towards this, put this towards that, put this towards this, and then boom, a loan opened up and it was like, boom, they're gonna pay for the car, and it was like, boom, new car, boom. New apartment, the one I've been wanting for so long, boom, boom. And if y'all go look at my Instagram, it was like such a shift, because I think like that was when I came back on came back doing tarot. The karma video was going up, and then like I had that white dress on. It was like a really good time. So basically, like what I'm trying to say is, whatever it is that you've been planting, once you start planting the seeds, it might not seem like much, but I'm here to tell you that it is. It's huge. This is very major, because whoever's behind you, they are going to do the rest. You have to believe that. Some of y'all don't believe me, and that's the problem. You can either stay where you at, or we can really move forward with this Chariot energy. You decide, okay? So as soon as y'all start to plant these seeds, and y'all don't gotta sit there and just watch it. Plant it, walk away, okay? Go, and I'm telling y'all, as soon as y'all show that initiative and show spirit that you are surrendering, that you trust, and that you are here, and that you are okay, and that you are enjoying the journey, because I'm not gonna lie, if some of that stuff wouldn't have happened, I don't think I would be the person that I am as of right now. Like the knowledge that I have, the wisdom that I have, the maturity that I have, the humbleness that I have, even with everything that I have, I don't know where I would be right now. So I'm thankful that everything happened how it did, because those were hard lessons to teach me how to love myself, how to be more strict with myself, how to watch who's around me. It was huge. So enjoy the experiment. I didn't mean to say that. Enjoy the experience. This rise, I don't know why I just heard rise to fame, rise to success. That's gonna be for some of you guys, but this rise out of whatever it is that you're going through, enjoy where it's at right now. I know, and you're like, how do I enjoy this? Y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's not gonna make sense now. I'm not saying that you gotta be happy about your situation, but it's all gonna make sense later, and you're gonna be like, damn, I'm kind of glad. It sounds fucked up, but you're gonna be like, I'm kind of glad that happened. For example, my deployment, I'm kind of glad that happened. That was when I first started doing tarot. We probably wouldn't even be having this conversation, who knows? So we all should be glad. But it's just crazy, y'all, because I know y'all gonna pull through in this situation, and that's what Spirit wants me to tell y'all. But y'all gotta put forth the initiative, and then trust, and I'm telling y'all, it's just gonna work out. So advice from my people who are watching. What's the advice? The Sun. What's the advice? This is giving me romanticize where you're at right now, because y'all won't be there forever. Two of Wands being in reverse, that lets me know that somebody has not been planning, or the plans that they have had, they might need to rethink it. As soon as you start really maturing in how you're planning and being realistic in what it is that you need to do next, or at least starting to plan, Ace of Pentacles, there's going to be something new. King of Swords, y'all got to be decisive and strict with yourself about what it is that you want. Two of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. As soon as y'all start doing that, I'm telling y'all, balance is going to come in. It might be a little bit of a juggling act at first, but I'm telling y'all, God and Spirit is going to come through and swoop and really pick you up. Like when I was younger, that's literally what I just thought of. When I was younger and I used to have really bad night terrors and just all this stuff, and like whenever I got scared at night, I would always think about, my grandma would always tell me, my mom, think about like, envision God's hand, however that looks like to you, and then you kind of laying in God's hand, and like him going like this. And that's what will help me fall asleep. I just feel like that's what's happening here. Like God is like, just sit down, stop trying to control everything, sit right here. And it's gonna be like a this, and then it's gonna be like a walking you over and moving you. Like we're like, okay, let me put you over here, let me bring you up. It's almost giving me, I don't know what movie that was, where they put somebody in a hand, and then, was it Zeus and Hercules? I've been channeling Hercules a lot, and it's like they take you up. Just let it happen, y'all. Let it happen. Put forth the work. Cause really y'all think y'all doing a bunch. But really, in the grand scheme of things, you're only doing a little pitter patter. God got the rest. Everybody else got the rest. Y'all might not be able to see it, but there's so much that our ancestors, our gods, and everybody just does for us on another realm. Y'all got to trust and believe in that. So yes, you guys, that was your spirit. Please let me know how it resonates. And I'll see you guys down below in the comments.